Well, hello everyone and welcome in another episode from Wuchang Fallen Feathers. Madness descent as always, and we pushing forward to the cave. In this episode we're gonna finish this area and hopefully we'll kill the boss. This area is relatively short, however it is full of poison, so we need to have purple Carmela at ready all the time basically. So yeah. This is pretty much like what this area is about, and it's not really fun facts, you know? It's not really, fun to be here. But at least enemies are weak, and with upgraded weapon we can kill them relatively simple. Most enemies here are just bugs, and those little guys that jumping at you. Yeah, the guys over there. So it shouldn't be too bad to get through this area, especially because it's short. It's not that open as the Worshippers Rise. Yeah. So they die in 2 hits, which is nice. Now, yeah, there is a guy camping here, obviously. And here is where there is a shrine. So yeah, faint red feather, cool, I take it. Now there is an item here which I will also take. An important thing, there is another pendant here on the upper part of this area which we will get. Because that pendant will help us against, the boss. So yeah, let's go. Forgive me if my commentary is a little bit junky. There is very late here, but I wanna record the video before I will go to sleep. Because idea is, to record like the plenty episodes, from this series, so I will be free to stream, That's the plan. So yeah, if I will record like, let's say, like 10 episodes, that's gonna be content for like 1 month, and through that month I can focus fully on streaming, which is way easier, because I don't have to edit streams. Yeah, it's way easier because not only I don't have to edit this, but I also, when I'm streaming, I don't have to later, export the files, and keep it on my hard drive. So I'm not wasting space. So yeah, I can just upload them on YouTube right away. But anyway, for now let's just focus on exploring this area. So this is the optional part. This is not the main path to boss, because the boss is at the very bottom. And first we'll go up to then go down. Basically. Before recording this, I also considered like, should I grind a little bit more and get maybe like the 3 levels, but I said like, no. We are good as we are. So yeah, basically if we go first to the left, and here, yeah, we'll get the Dragon Lich pendant, unless I mess up something and this isn't the right way. And those guys are insanely weak on fire, so we should use it. Yeah, you can see it build up the fire status almost immediately. Now unfortunately my spear is weak, so doesn't do much, but there we go. With assist of spells, they are dead. And once we'll finish area after this one, the game will become, the game will be basically like 10 times easier, because we will get the pendant that heals us from killing enemies. I feel like it's game changer. So yeah. Here is the pendant, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Dragon Lich pendant. I mean, technically we might equip this instead that, because this one slightly reduces damage. I'm not really sure those slightly reduced damage apply only to the roaring attack or to attack in general, but I would like, all attack to be. No, with nerfed damage. And here is the... yeah, my old friend Pot. Yes. Eat this. I need to remember I still have this, you know, the free trade of Skyborn Might for the... Or no, like the Bolt Heart for the Skyborn Might. I need to remember I still have it. And technically if we go there again, we can go the opposite way. So let's just quickly do that. Like I said, this area is not really long, you know, it's not a labyrinth. It's just insanely annoying to progress, just due to all this poison and very annoying enemy placement, how they coming at you out of nowhere, they spitting blight at you, which halves your HP temporarily, and it's just like so not needed. I don't understand why they had such high fetish in this game to make every enemy that spits like billion different status effects on you, but it's just so not cool, man. So yeah, there is this thing over here. There we go. And I believe this leads to Faint Red Feather again. Yeah. It leads to that, so technically we could go here, you know, at the beginning, but whatever. Let's just return to the shrine instead. Yeah. We have like plenty of those, so let's just return to the shrine. This will also refill my health and my supplies, so now we can play forward. I mean, progress forward. So those worms take, yeah, multiple hits to die. And right here, yeah, we have those guys, which you cannot just kill with Skull, you have to kill with this. I mean, it would be nice if my spear just could kill them, you know, in single hit. Is it +2? No, it's +3. Which means it won't get, you know, stronger for the time. So I just have to deal with it, I guess. Oh joy, right? So yeah, they die in 2 hits. Maybe the other spear does more, but I highly doubt it. Like, what is the damage of the other spear? I mean, I might try. Maybe magically it will kill them instantly in single hit. Who knows? The enemies that die in 1 hit and enemies that die in 2 hits, that's quite a difference. I mean, with this we can get the stack of Skyward Mites. And here there is a Blight status, you know, that I mentioned. Like, I think this is only one Soulslike where you can have like the pretty much 4 different status effects, you know, on you in the same time. Especially in the boss fight. I mean, I know there's one boss that, you know, apply 3 different status effects on your character, which is just ridiculous, like the frostbite, fire, and electricity. I'm telling you, man, this is just ridiculous. Instead, have a game straightforward, you know, with physical weapon without any status effect that require consumables. They should just make it like the Sekiro. Any boss with sword, you know, you can deflect and it's perfectly fine. It just when this game trying to be Dark Souls, it turned out to be so shit. With all those giant bosses that you cannot deflect, you know, that invalidates your playstyle. Yeah, that's so like Dark Souls, like. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3, and you are dead. So you see, we can just chain stagger the regular enemies with it, but that shit will not work on boss, and yeah, that is also perfectly fucking fair. I'm fucking dead, bro. This game... Yeah, sure. You calling me evil? You literally drained my entire health and you dare to calling me evil. Like with madness or not, get the fuck out. Can have a 5 seconds break and yeah, hear the things falling from the sky. Cool. I would like to approach them, but unfortunately, if you didn't notice, there is a blight cloud where those bugs camping. So I literally cannot even approach them without being a spellcaster. Which is great actually. I do like this design, just like every enemy here has to camp. Literally, every enemy has to camp. And you might say it's my fault if I played this game so long, you know, it might be my fault for not memorizing all that shit, but you shouldn't fucking memorize, you know, the pixel perfect every, you know, location of every single enemy in game, because they are hidden, you know, instead staying like those two guys, you know, that you have to, yeah, beat skillfully without beating damage. No, just make them all camp outside of your view. Cause that's fair. That's fair, man. That's perfectly fine. It doesn't feel cheap when you're going somewhere and suddenly something instantly kills you, you know, like this worm over here. It's perfectly fair, man. Like with full madness, I'm doing, you know, the follow-up with my final attack. Yeah, this heals me a little bit. I would like to mention that. But that doesn't make anything less annoying, especially now I'm gonna be poisoned. Yeah, so I have to eat this. Cool, bro. I do like that. Yeah, just don't walk into Spike by accident or else you will die too. Or maybe you won't die instantly, but you will be close. And yeah, here is the Phoenix pendant, which is one of the worst pendant in this game, cause it just boosts damage of throwables. But throwables in this game are good as throwables in Elden Ring. If not worse, because you don't have freezing pots to cheese, you know, the one boss. So yeah, it's truly one of the worst pendant in the game. And in this video we're not trying to bash this game, no. We're gonna be bashing this game in a video where we're gonna get to the, you know, palace. Where we're gonna be stuck on a Hoglan, you know, because she is so overtuned for the early game boss. So yeah, until that, we are perfectly fine. I'm just slightly annoyed, you know, because I'm in very tilting area. But other than that, we are fine. You know, the enemies are fine. As long as they don't spit fucking, you know, instant cheat status like blights or something stupid, we are all fine. So here is the second shortcut, basically. Yeah. Yeah, you see, like that, you couldn't just place this bug in a place where you could see it. No, you had to place him somewhere where you cannot see him and somewhere where you will take damage unless you will, you know, unless you've seen he's over there camping. It's so fucking stupid. Like, you cannot defend this design. There is no skill to it at all. Yeah, you're just literally going and the enemy is appearing right in front of you from nowhere. No audio cue, no nothing. This is not a fucking learning, you know, like you have to learn where they are, no. Yeah, like you see, this bug is over here, so you can see it. But he could be underground like every other, so yeah. It's very interesting how certain enemies are perfectly fine, you know, and plays fair, and the other just camping outside of your view and you have no chance to react on them. You're just going and suddenly you're dying. And you still wonder why the guys who did it fucking went bankrupt? Because no one likes to be cheesy in game. Especially in Soulslike. Soulslike supposed to be about learning and adapting. Like, what kind of learning you will get from this, you know? You will learn the game is cheesy as fuck and trying to kill you, you know, in a ways that doesn't fucking know. Are completely irrelevant to skill, basically. Like over here, you have a bunch of items. Bunch of items? No. Bunch of items. So obviously it is an ambush. And it is an ambush, but from both sides. And the enemy that gonna ambush you can fucking easy, you know, fucking knock you out of this bridge. So you cannot even fight next to them, and if you're gonna go here, you're gonna be staggered by this shit. Yeah. So you have to fight next to those, because if you go on a bridge, then they're gonna fucking knock you out. But when you're fighting, you know, with them over here, this happens. So it is basically cheese and cheese situation. You can stay far away from those, you know, and be knocked out and die over here. And if you do, even better, you cannot even pick up your souls because there's gonna be spawned inside that red pool. So yeah. Not only you will be cheese, but you're also gonna be fucking, you know, robbed from your fucking currency. I'm not joking, man. I'm not trying to bash it because I don't like this game. I do like this game. Yeah. Especially I do like the game when it does shit like that. Yeah. Cool. I do like the game, you know, when the game playing fair. But like I said, this area is just us to progress. That's it. Luckily, we are close the boss now. So, yeah. It's a really short area if you know where to go, and... It's those guys who can instantly kill. And we are in Bandit Cave, where there is a... yeah, shrine, basically. So yeah, there is a Bandit Cave where there is a shrine, and there is this guy. Intimidating he looks, but with his back turn you can instantly kill him and get around 500 currency. Now if you will go forward, you will be fighting with boss, so turn right and go over here to pick up the shrine. And that's it. So yeah, this is not a difficult boss, but it is a first out of many, which is way more safe on attacks that he should be. There is a lot of waiting time here for no reason, where you just cannot damage the boss and you just have to wait until he will finish his insanely long attack animation. He's not difficult, he's just time waste basically. And needless at that, I would like to add. So yeah, we cannot upgrade our spear any further, unfortunately. Spear Veil. Spear Veil now grants you... I'm not even sure what this one is. Grants you fleetiness. Is this like better version of Aliar Bulwark? Because it looks like a parry, you know? Spear Veil now grants you fleetness for time. Skillful use allows for the swift counterattack. I mean, maybe we should use this against Hoglan, I don't know. I feel like Aliar Bulwark wouldn't be fucking no. Would not work on her, you know. I feel like Aliar Bulwark wouldn't be working on her. I mean, we see once we will get to Emperor Palace. But yeah, I got a bad feeling. I feel like what they want you to do when you're using the spear is just use steam powered spear and just spam the weapon art to turn her around and go for the cheesy backstab. That's literally how they want you to fight with her. because she's also weak on fire and weapon art does the fire damage, and steam powered spear you can also infuse with the fire temper. So this is literally how they want you to fight with her. But anyway, first we have this boss to fight. It's a demon centipede. Oh joy. Yeah. Scary and disgusting.
I beseech you, deliver me from this fate.
So he's called Blight Weaver, but he doesn't actually inflict blight, he inflicts corruption. Can I dodge that? Yes, I can. Yeah, your shriek doesn't impress me, buddy. So this is where he, uses the poison cloud. And that gives me opportunity to attack him further, and wow. There we go. And now he will dive underground, unfortunately, and this is the time where you have to just wait. Or no? Maybe he won't. I mean, he has the attack where he goes underground and makes you wait, you know, like the fucking 5 minutes. I don't like when he does it, so if he will not do it, I'm gonna be very happy. Excuse me, sir? There we go. And this is your demise.
How could you betray me, sister?
And we got Believer statue from that. And Echo of Great Centipede, which is one of the most useless spells in this game. First of all, not only costs 5 stacks of Skyborn Might, but it makes you completely stationary for whopping 10 fucking seconds. You know how much time it is in this game? And the enemy, you know, if they simply fucking blow at you, they will knock you out this animation. I don't know why I cannot just cast it and move away. No, you just have to stand still while all those fucking, you know, beams that fucking appearing, you know, will fire. It's insanely fucking dumb. Like, I don't understand why literally 90% of spells in this game are so fucking weak, you never will use them. Especially the boss spells. Like, technically, the first spell you have is like one of the best because it costs so little and it's so, you know, like, how would you call it? Like, you can use it to kill the bird, you can kill it to, you know, instantly kill the enemies that's sniping you or something like that. It's just like so good, you know, because it's not just situational, it just works, you know, in pretty much every scenario. The same with the skull, it does really high damage and it doesn't cost that much, you know, it has a fire build-up, so it's also nice. And then you have fucking, you know, also early on something like, you know, this, which doesn't do anything, it just knocks enemies. And this, which is just worse version of fucking, you know, heavy attack. Because it costs 2 stacks of Skyborn Might and has a fucking, you know, like the 3 seconds delay before your character will swing, so... yeah, it's really fucking stupid, I think. And we are 24 minutes in, and... wow, I'm kinda surprised I finished this area so fast. Compared to the previous episode, which were like 40 minutes long, I'm granted, the previous episodes were full of dialogue and this one didn't actually had any. But yeah, we can speak with our friend in the temple now and give him the all treasures we got. That should that should extend, you know, the length of this video. Just to right degrees. Like around 30 minutes should be good. So yeah, around 30 minutes this time will be perfect. Like I said, this area is not too long, so I'm kinda happy I finished it so fast. Probably if I would die, it would take longer, but no. Just hold your horses, we will die later on. Plenty times. Guarantee. Guarantee, bro. We're gonna die plenty, and there's not gonna be a damn thing we can do with it, unfortunately. So yeah, there is this guy. Die. You know, this attack reminded me very annoying thing in this game, like you can start the attack animation and not being lock on enemy, and your character will automatically lock on enemy, you know? Even if you don't have a lock on, it will automatically aim at the enemy that is closest. And the reason why it is so annoying is just because when enemy is next to the crystal that build up instant death, you know, called in this game despair, you wanna fucking destroy the crystal first, but your character will automatically aim at enemy instead, and sometimes she will die because of it. So yeah, I really don't understand why you cannot just fucking aim in direction where you're pressing if you don't have a lock on. Like, it works when there are no enemies around, as you can see, but if there would be enemies standing in front of me, even if I'm pressing, you know, left with attack, my character would be attacking forwards. So yeah, I don't understand the certain decisions that were made. Decisions that were made? Yeah. For a split second I hesitate, is this the right, but yeah. Even if it might not be, you know, correctly, you know, grammar wise, you know what I wanna say. I just don't understand, like, design decisions. I don't. It feels like this game is so unintuitive, let's call it like that, you know, it's just like so unfriendly for someone who not only played the first time. I know all Soulslike are unfriendly, you know, when you think about it, with the difficulty because demanding you to be good, you know, enough to progress. Or especially the older games. But this game specifically, you know, this game came out in 2025 and it feels insanely unfriendly, you know, with everything. Starting from how the entire menu is, you know, how navigating through it is fucking slog, through insanely safe animation of enemies and bosses, through the damage value that are out of this world, both for you and both for enemies. But anyway, here is our friend. Remember him? I do.
Wuchang, you made it. How's the arm? No signs of worsening. Good. Here, take this medicine from the boatman. It supposedly suppresses the feathering. I tried it myself. It's safe. I traded it for a small knife I carried. Fair exchange. Nothing worth keeping anyway. Easily replaced at sea. Locals call this Doom Willow Beach. They say that the corpses of those who fall to feathering are left here. Piles of corpses rotting on these shores. The trees themselves have mutated because of it. I had planned to cross here to reach the Tang Emperor's palace. If only I hadn't lost my pack. It contained quite a few useful things.
Yeah, I found your pack.
Wow! Such a great find! Telescope, compass, everything seems intact. This will make things easier. And here, these are notes I made at sea. They're about you and by you. Perhaps they'll help stir your memory. The road ahead is perilous. Take these clothes. They're spoils from the Wako pirates, but I've reworked them for better protection. I'll scout ahead. and leave pinwheel markers if I uncover any clues.
I mean, we might just wear those, you know, just for the look. We're not gonna wear them for armor because this armor literally has the best status resistance in a game. And the fact you can only get it if you pre-order the game feels like a, you know, salt rubbing on a wound. I mean, I'm not joking, like, why the best weapon in the game you only getting from pre-ordering? The same with the weapons, you know, the hammer you will get, yeah, this one is basically absolutely the best weapon in the game. Because it is only one hammer, or axe, whatever, which deals the feathering damage, and feathering damage later on is completely broken. So, yeah. Literally pre-ordering weapons are fucking way better than the regular weapon, and I cannot understand why. So anyway, we can just wear this armor just for the fashion, I guess. Yeah. I guess the cool feature is you can just do that, you know. You can just equip the armor without switching it like that. So yeah, it looks basically like this. Kinda reminded me the thief armor from the Dark Souls 3. So here is the bird, so let's just kill it. And here is the another unique feature of this game which makes you bleed, which is the shrine mimic. Because in this game, yeah, they just added those guys too. Cool. I mean, they're not hard to beat, but let's say you will, you know, get here with 1 HP, you will see the shrine, you will be so fucking happy, you will use it and then you will die. Because game is so fun. Would you appreciate this mechanic? Because I don't think you will. I think you would call the game stupid and, you know, that mechanic to be completely unreasonable and no needed. But what the fuck I know? Anyway, how long is this video now? It's 30 minutes. So let's just head back to Shu Sanctum and let's just speak with our friend. And we're gonna finish video on that basically. This one. Yeah, this. And also in this area we'll get the best benediction which will heal us from the backstab, which we might use later. So yeah, we got this guy which we can give the armor, and we also have this guy which we can speak. So both of those should be perfect, you know, to extend the length of this video. Like what, it will add me like the 5 minutes, 7 minutes, something around it? I believe you are outside now, if I'm not mistaken. No, not yet. But there will be like one interaction where he will be outside, but maybe it's not this one yet. So as you are like on the 2nd floor? Yes, you are.
So there truly is a secret passage to Doomwillow Beach beneath the Shu Sanctum? Official law went to Doomwillow to eradicate the monsters. To trap them, they set the mountain ablaze. The townsfolk say that Doomwillow Beach was once a place for disposing of corpses, steeped in malevolence. The fire should have cleansed it to some extent. Yet the fire defied nature, burning for months on end, blocking all passage. No living soul has reached Doomwillow Beach since. Now that you've discovered the secret passage, I should also make my way there. The scriptures in the palace may hold the key to saving worship's rise. These are perilous times. Tread carefully.
Yeah, tread carefully, let the force be with you, Luke, and all that cool stuff. I know. Don't worry, I will do my best. So far we've been tread carefully enough not to die, so I guess that's sort of achievement, but like I said, everything will change once we encounter Hoglan. Or technically any boss that was designed to play the certain way. And you know, and you will refuse to play the certain way. So yeah. She is just first example of that design, but it could be another boss that follow the same logic, and yeah, you get the picture.
What treasures do you have for me today? Let me make an assessment.
I have quite plenty, but none of it will actually give me anything good. But at least we can hear some lore about bosses that we killed.
I knew you'd pull through. Here, take this as a token of my gratitude for your troubles. It's only right I come clean, faced with a mighty warrior such as yourself. I have fine goods aplenty. Why not take a gander?
Next we have Copperjack.
Well, you've managed to snag Dutanga's treasures. Oh, quite the feat, I must say. Oh, but don't let his gruff exterior fool you. He's got a soft spot for romance. Apparently, Dutanga had a thing for the actress Feng Xiaowan. Oh, he was quite fond of her. But she was already married and had twins. But did that stop him? Not in the slightest. He was there daily. When chaos erupted in town, Dutanga kidnapped her. Left those poor kids without parents. What a cruel twist of fate.
I like how when the guy said that Naga kidnapped her, it is translated as, completely wrong. You probably noticed that if you read in the dialogue, but like take her with him or something like that. It truly wasn't, translated as kidnap her, because translation in this game is so poor, you can only laugh to it. So yeah, when you listen the dialogue, focus on reading, bro, because you will laugh your ass off, some of it, how poorly it is translated.
Isn't this the priest's cane? I figured this day would come. The priest hails from ancient Shu, and any pilgrim visiting the Shu sanctum must seek his approval. The bronze cane he wields is a relic passed down from the Emperor of Shu. And he's taken it for his own while he secretly brews his elixirs. As for what those elixirs do, only he knows. Oh, yes, that reminds me. There's a vault beneath the Shu sanctum. It is said to be full of priceless artifacts. Truth be told, that's why I'm here. I've had my eye on those treasures for a while. Oh, but I'm just a humble merchant. I lack your particular skill set. Why not go and take a look for yourself? I will pay top price for whatever you find.
Yeah. Next we have Jade Cicada.
I recognize this piece. Lu Yousan crafted it for his daughter. Oh, the craftsmanship is impeccable, as you'd expect from a coroner. But poor pitiful Lu Yousan. Such a shame. The townsfolk shunned him for his lowly profession. When he finally married and had a daughter, the baby died soon after birth. The loss broke him, but he somehow found a way to resurrect her. Yet, what returned wasn't his daughter. It was unnatural, a monstrosity. Fate must be accepted, friend. To defy nature, it never ends well.
And last time we have Believer statue from that centipede.
This bronze statue. Could it be a sacred artifact of ancient Shu? Since you found this in the underground vault, I must tell you something. The Shu sanctum has more than one priest, you know. Word has it that there are two, Lu Bingzhang and Lu Bingcheng. Twin brothers, believe it or not. The elder brother, Lu Bingcheng, oversees the vault, likely where they brew their secret elixirs. Oh, rumors say he kept a monster hidden below. A group of Taoists even tried to exorcise the thing. Only one Taoist returned, a woman. The others, well, if you're curious about what happened, seek her out.
Are you talking about Hoglan with that? Because I really can't be bothered to follow all that lore, you know?
You're leaving.
It's so interesting, honestly. Like, I live in this, you know, for anyone to see it, but honestly, the lore in this game is nowhere near entertaining to care, you know, or to learn, like in games like Lies of P. Or even Steel Rising, you know, has more interesting lore, despite game being less interesting, you know, gameplay-wise compared to this. But anyway, that's gonna be it in this episode. Next time we will go to Willow Beach and we're gonna finish that area, which is also short, but there are some NPC there, so that will extend the length of the video too. But I hope you had fun watching this, and I hope you're looking for the next episode. Before that, I'm gonna try to stream some randomizer. I was managed to down patch the Lies of P, and I was managed to fix the Sekiro randomizer too. So I'm gonna stream both of those if I'm gonna find some time. But anyway, thank you for watching, you know, leave a like and all that good stuff. Take care and bye bye.